extra edge when it's an India versus Pakistan encounter, even if it's the 18s. That's better, much better. Good line to the left-handed bat. I look as I say that. Played away in the air. And that's going to go the distance. The first 6 of the match.
The stump. Take a look at this for a stroke. Oh, almost like a no-look. That would have cleared any ground in the world. A massive 6 to get the Pakistan innings going.
Changing the angle. Driven through the covers. Oh, this is exquisitely struck. And it will be 4 more. There's no point chasing it. That's the pickup shot. He's played it in the air, but safe because there's no field on a deep backward square. And a boundary will result. Well for Pakistani. Down the ground. Mid-on is up. And it doesn't matter. Even if he had been on the boundary rope, he wouldn't have got to this. Second 6 of the innings, and it's a cracker. This time from Saibzada Farhan.
Watching a T20 game. Take a look at that for a stroke in the 3rd over. Cleared his front foot and went through the line. Just the 3rd delivery. Pakistan openers are making a statement in the middle.
Couldn't agree with you more. Oh, that's a no ball. Oh, it's gone high in the air. It doesn't matter if Dhruv Jurel catches it or not. It is a no ball. So the catch won't stand. It's a no ball. And everything seems to be going Pakistan A's way. Brother Farhan, he's got the license to thrill here. He'll have a go at this. Cramping him for room. That's a good comeback by the bowler. 4 gone. 36 without loss. In the air. And that will be 4. Couple of bounces and over the boundary ropes. It was a loosener from Abhishek.
Has been added.
Nudged him in nicely, and he will get a boundary for that. This is exactly what I was talking about. You got to try and use the angles, use the pace. He had the batter. Driven down the ground, he will get another boundary here. Nicely tossed up on that occasion. The mid-on was inside the circle, and he found the gap to perfection. Did Farhan. Lovely. Hammered away. That'll be a boundary. 1 bounce into the fence. Good hit this from Saim Ayub. This time is the turn of the right-hander. He goes over the infield. He picks up a boundary as well. They're trying to match each other here.
In front of the eyes of the batter.
Once again, a big hit from the right-hander. That will go the entire distance. Another 6 here for Pakistan.
Down on one knee. Slog sweep. But the point of impact was right before his eyes. Full extension of the arms. Maximum achieved.
Some powerful hitting this from the Pakistani.
Oh, beautifully struck. Inside out, and that will be 4 more. There is no stopping Sam Ayub today. Slower. Oh, down the track. Taken on the full. And it's gone for 4. Harshit Rana is generally a good fielder, but he could have done better here. Down the ground. And that struck firmly for 4. Beautiful shot this from Farhan. Down the track. Long on is there, but he won't get to the ball. Convincingly struck by Farhan, and that 6 brings up the 100 for Pakistani.
What a terrific way to get to the 100. But he's got his dancing shoes on. Both of them have. Look at this. Gets to the point of contact so comfortably. Once you're moving, it's not the easiest thing to keep your balance. Then a flourish of the bat and the maximum. Terrifically very tough.
Beautifully struck. And what a way to bring up his half century. Saim Ayub is taking on the bowling attack from India.
It's been a race between the 2 batters, and who gets to that milestone. 650s in list A matches. Saim Ayub.
He's got a bigger purpose at the back of his mind. They're looking for 2 here. They will get it. Remember, these are long boundaries, 70 meters. And another 50. This time it's Saibzada Farhan. who brings up his half century with that brace.
A little more sedate, if you can call it that, in comparison with Sam Ayyub. But they've really been going after the bowling.
Down the ground, hit high, hit handsome, and hit for 6.
Wow, this is belligerence. Those dancing shoes on again. This has been so spectacular, so noticeable is the way they've gone to the pitch of the ball and the full flourish of the bat. Really goes through with the shot, doesn't give the chance to the fielders even concede.
Oh, how close is that? How close is that? This is the wicket. The breakthrough the India A were looking for. It's finally come about. Manav Suthar strikes.
Gonna cut that ball, and on the second grab, he's taken it much to the relief of the batter. This cramp for space as he tried to cut just the face of the bat, and it was elation. That was the strike they've been wanting so far.
Nicely played. Beating the short-third man fielder, and the outfield is so fast as goes for a boundary.
Playing with the field, Umair bin Yusuf.
Down the leg side. Help on its way and beats the fielder at deep square leg. That's a bad delivery. Praising the bowler and firing it down the leg side for a BB.
And that's a big shot once again. Sahibzada Farhan. He's taking on the Indian bowlers.
Slapped. Clears the front foot. Oh, that would have cleared the boundary in any grounds in the world. Massive. Easily would have carried close to 90 meters. It matters the most. Indians are at the moment will be worried with the start. This is slip in the middle. That's unlucky. How unlucky is that? Just spoke of the captain. He brings the breakthrough for India A.
But it was Sahibzada Farhan who went down very quickly. When he turned, he slipped. That was the undoing of him. It's the captain, Yashdul.
Unfortunate. He batted so well. Pretty lucky there, India, to get that wicket. Seem to continue this time. Short and ask him to be hit and put it in a classy way. Brings up the 150 for Pakistani. Short ball. Ask him to be hit and clears the boundary. One bounce. It's not so good bowling by Manav Suthar, the left arm spinner.
Short, hit in the air and hit in the gap as well. That'll be 4.
Down leg. Yeah, this is the problem. When the bowlers are bowling all over the place, the captain can't do much about it. Another boundary coming. That's because of a ill-directed delivery from Abhishek Sharma.
Oh, this could be a chance here. Has he latched on? And Parag, well, isn't too sure. And I think this may be referred to the third umpire. He's first going to the square leg umpire to check if he can give him a clear idea here. Now it will be the third umpire who will come into play.
It's dipping on him. And he does well. He goes with both the hands. Had it covered, but as he got the
Not
finger...
sweating over having to make this decision. Well, out it is. Rayan Parag in the group stages. Straight away plays a big shot. There's a fielder there. Taken by Harshit Rana. Legally accepted by the fielder at deep mid-wicket. And 2 wickets go down in successive deliveries.
The shot was on. It was unfortunate that he found the fielder straight into the fielder at mid-wicket. Just a couple of steps in is all he had to do. And he pouches it safely. Harshit Rana, a good catcher. Makes no mistake.
Play with the straight bat. Oh, that could be close. And it is a wicket, is it? Yes, it is. Nishant Sindhu strikes. Gets the captain of the Pakistani side, Mohammad Haris, out leg before.
Of the pitch. went with the arm, went in with the arm, and the pull shot was perhaps not the best option on that occasion.
Tickle round the corner. That's going to go fine, and that's going to reach the boundary now. Give some welcome runs to the Pakistan A team at the end of 31. It's 196 for 5. But an intriguing game so far. And more to come, I'm sure. Just throws the bat at it and gets to the boundary. He made it look very simple, didn't he? Tayyab Tahir uses his speed. Big swing of the bat. It's way, way up. It's going many a mile. That'll ease some nerves.
He picks the bowler and the ball really well. First ball of the over for the maximum. The last over, he picked the first ball to go over covers, this time down the ground.
Absolutely marvelous shot, particularly in the state of the inning.
Feel like that they mean business. A very good shot once again.
Always premeditated that reverse. He was into position very quickly. Just gave the pace to a nicety. Just helped it on its way.
A few from the Pakistan A have played international cricket. As we see another big hit from Tahir. Dragged it short Abhishek Sharma, and he was quick to latch onto it. Tahir. They had the job of steadying these innings, and they have done a good job so far. And the best thing about this partnership is that they have not missed out on, and they have done well here in this tournament. They come into this final unbeaten, and they're hanging in there now as is a challenging enough final this for the end side. But they need to persevere. It's a matter of another few overs now.
That's 17th list A half century for Tayyab Tahir. What a fantastic knock under pressure. It really well. Shot again. Over the top. Mid-wicket fielder. Oh, Hungarekar. For a moment I thought he's going to hang on to it. But in the end, valiant attempt. Just not good enough to hold on to it, or else to save the boundary. 37 gone. 232 for 5.
Going for a big hit. He's got hold of that. That's a huge hit. That 6 brings up the 50 partnership. And it takes Pakistan A to 240 for 5.
Now take a look at this. Extending of the arms. Oh, middle of the bat would have cleared any grounds. Delivery Abhishek Sharma. This was a good shot. Mid-wicket was vacant. Square leg comes round. And misfield through the leg. And he just mentioned about the Indian field has been run ragged. And this is another example of it.
That's hit away. Oh, the infield. That's a boundary. And that brings up the 250 for the Pakistan A side. This time on the leg side, he's got hold of it well enough. And that's a big 6. He's kept the umpire busy as Tahir.
He understands only 4 fielders are permitted outside the circle. And this is the last over in the second power play. And maximizing it. And Dodia is bowling it full right in his eye.
Up and over. That'll go to a boundary. Now he's toying with the bowlers here. Played away fine. That'll run away to the boundary. This is good batting. Mubasir joining the party now.
Ahead along its way. And that will be 4. He picked his spot there with Tahir, saw the fine leg up inside the 30-yard circle, knew exactly what he was doing. Hit down the ground, and that's hit a fair distance. The 100 of the partnership comes up. This 6th wicket stand is now worth 105.
The way. Look at the shimmy down the wicket. Gets underneath that one. Full flourish of the bat. Lovely follow through. It's got the elevation. It's got the distance. It's got the maximum.
Match in the final. And now he's looking for his 100 here as well. He's got one. Is that off the bat? Run signal, yes, so it's 100 for Tayyab Tahir in the final of this ACC Men's Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2023. A match-defining innings.
Yes, it is. 400s in List A matches, and what a time to get it. And he thanks the Almighty This has been a tremendous innings. The compilation of the innings so very crucial as making the point.
Lucky there. The edge will get him 4. He was foxed in the flight, but still gets 4, and the 300 comes up for Pakistani.
The vagaries of cricket.
Well, Mubasir says, I'm not one to be outdone. 4 to end the over. 44 gone, 305 for 5. Pulled away. High and handsome for 6. What a shot this by Mubasir.
That's what's been the effort get. You could hear the grunt from the bowler, but the angle and the swivel round and the control. Look at that. Using the pace of the ball and putting it away for the maximum.
A half tracker. That's not going to impress the captain, but it's going. Down the ground. There's long on there. Gleefully accepted by Abhishek Sharma. Hunger Gekar finally tastes success in this match, but not before Tayyip Tahir got a magnificent 100. He's out for 108, but what a knock this.
On with the momentum, but that change of angle and the length of the ball didn't get underneath that one. Good catch taken in the deep. At last, with the breaking of the partnership, some relief for the Indian support.
Over the top, and this is going to be 4. Handy blow from Mehran, who's just come to the crease. That's his first boundary.
India, short extra cover fielder, takes it. It's an easy catch and a brilliant delivery by Hungarekar outside the off stump.
All in a brilliant partnership. This time also supported Tayyip Tahir so well from the toe end of the bat. Easy catch for Nitesh. Important wicket in this last phase of the game, the set batter.
Nicely bowled, and good batting. A reverse slap. Mentioned about bowling outside the off stump to have the third man back. Unfortunately, India didn't. 47 gone, 331 for 7. Inside edge and got out. This time trying to go over square leg outside the off stump, and Harshit Rana gets his man.
Always you were talking about how the third needs to be back. This time it was back. And that's why Mehran Mumtaz tried to drag it to the leg side in the process.
Smashes it, mid-off up. Oh, that's a massive stroke. A poor delivery again. Mid-off up, outside the off-stump Yorker. It's not going to work.
He can lift the ball up on that long-off region with ease. I've seen him done time and again.
Short ball attempted and mid-off is up, and one bounce boundary. It's more of a tennis forehand over the mid-off fielder. Ball coming up. Another Yorker, flicks it towards square leg. Wasim Jr. maybe coming back for the second, and makes it easier. And that is a good score, 352 of 50 overs.
This has been the story for Pakistan. An excellent start at the top. Saim Ayub with 59, for Sabzada Farhan 65, Umair bin Yusuf 35, but the star of the day, Tayyip Tahir of the bowling of India A. 1 wicket for Harshit Rana. In the beginning, both the seamers were expensive, but couple of wickets for Hunger Gekar. At the end, he bowled really well.
Both these left-handers will be keeping a close eye. Just like that, but no swing. Nicely shot, nicely played. That was a brilliant shot. Abhishek Sharma was not true to the stroke too early. Waited for it and placed it perfectly. Wasn't there to be driven away. This time over mid-wicket. And Wasim Jr. had no chance. Just what India needed to end the boundary with a boundary. India, Pakistan. Oh, that's a misfield. That's a misfield. This is what Pakistan ill afford to do. And gifting away runs very easily. This much better. Hitting the good length areas.
Good length, short of length, or back of length. Now, that is not good at all. Rather lethargic, and it's given them 4 extra runs. That is not on. You want to be tight with your fielding. You want to be accurate.
Shot. What a shot. Fielder did well to get some finger, but I'm telling you, that was timed so well. Still took away the boundary. Probably the shot of the day. Probably looks like a slow ball, and Steve Squarefield had no chance. This is very good by Sai Sudarshan. Ends the over with a boundary. 5 gone, 45 for no loss. Any risk. Come down the track and over extra cover. This is good batting. Ends the 6th over with a boundary. 6 gone, 56 for no loss.
Taken on the full, and he will get a boundary. Not really timed well enough, but there's enough bat on it. Boundary to end the over. India A 60 without loss. Later.
Doesn't seem so.
Oh, what have I done here? Sai Sudarshan going for a pull shot. It's a skyer to the keeper. Behind here, good contribution. But this is how he was dismissed.
It's a huge wicket. Sai Sudarshan was the centurion. Easy catch for Mohammad Haris. Arshad Iqbal has really bowled.
August. Talk about that in a moment. That's a cracking shot by Nitin Jose. That's a welcome boundary for India. Much required at this stage. Nitin Jose. This time around there's an appeal, and it's been given. Taken by the keeper behind the stumps.
I reckon, watching that in a replay, Nitin Jose was spot on. Unfortunately for India, when things goes wrong, it goes terribly wrong. And Mohammad Wasim Jr., the previous ball went for a boundary.
Pulled away, and that should run away to the fence for 4, bisecting the 2 boundary riders. That will ease the pressure. They've got 6 from the over, 88 for 2. Sliced away, and that will get to the fence for 4. It is 50 for Abhishek Sharma. That's his second 50 in this edition of the tournament, and it's come in the final where it matters the most. 16 overs gone, 103 for 2 in the first test. Edged, an overslip, and that might run away to the fence. It will. It's 4 for Yash Dole. Down the ground, more assured. 1 bounce and over. Boundaries in contrasting fashion for Yash Dole.
Left arm Chinaman bowler, hook him. And this time he rocks back onto the back foot and dispatches it to the boundary. Good big, and it's dead. Good hold of it. And it's the first 6 of the chase. Comes from Abhishek Sharma.
Block sweep. Front foot forward to the pitch of the ball. And knew straight away as soon as this hit that, he had the power to take it over. That's a big, long 6. Could have been 6 in any ground in the world.
Yeah. 44 deliveries. Yes! Yes! Oh! Straight into the hands. A loose delivery fetches the wicket here. The lucky break.
He was playing with the turn. He just could not keep it. Sliced it. A good catch taken. The ball was dying on that. And he's elated. That is excellent. Big, big wicket. They're back in the game. Just when the things were going smooth.
Played away fine. Beats the fielder and he will get a boundary. Good wrist work this from Yash Dole.
5 inside the 30-yard circle. There's a fielder down at long off. Takes the catch. That's a very good catch that's been taken. And Nishant Sindhu will have to head back to the hut.
The ball gripped a little bit on the pitch. And what a day for Tayyab Tahir. 2 really good catches and a century. Completes the catch on the boundary. He's really enjoying the day.
Yeah, he's just letting his teammates know that probably it's his day. Hit in the air. There is a boundary rider. And that is a big wicket. That is a big wicket for Pakistan A. Because it is the wicket of the India A captain Yash Dhol.
Because he was saved as the trump card and he is showing himself, proving himself to be one. Good catch in the deep by Saim Ayub. And the big wicket in this chase, Yash Dhol.
Goes down the ground as Riyan Parag. Again, it's in the air. And this will fall safely. A couple of bounces and over. That's because mid-on was inside the 30-yard circle.
To the combox.
Well, pulled away. And this is a confident-looking shot from Dhruv Jurel. India A haven't thrown in the towel just yet. A boundary to end the over. 27 gone. 171 for 5. Franchise.
That's it.
In the air, down the throat of the fielder, at long off, Mehran strikes, and Pakistan A claim another wicket.
Have really impacted this chase. Cannot anymore. It's Mehran Mumtaz with the ball and Saibzada Farhan in the deep. Pakistan change of bringing another spinner, working really well.
Now Harshit Rana said, I've seen enough. And he's hit that big and long for 6. Against the run of play. Harshit Rana opens his account with a 6.
Good looking shot from Harshit Rana. When he tried to defend, he couldn't read it. This is much better for him and for India A.
Is in his hit.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful delivery to get it off a good batsman. And Mehran neatly sends off Riyan Parag.
Terrific delivery this. Riyan Parag shaping to play a defensive stroke. Was beaten by the turn. And he's delighted, is Mehran. Superb stuff this from the left-arm spinner.
Bowls the wrong one. And that's a massive hit. Exactly what India need. Hitesh Rana playing his natural game.
Singles, but he was beaten comprehensively on 2-3 occasions. Then he decided the best form of batting is to go
Outside edge, and this time Sufyan Mukim strikes with another wrong one.
good captaincy and good work this off the edge, going straight to the slip fielder. Good work from the Pakistani skipper too in providing a slip to his Chinaman bowler.
Wrong one again, outside edge, agonizingly close to the slip fielder, but Vedi Neiman brings up a boundary for India A.
Big score, and they've handled things well on the field. Good hit over the infield for a boundary for Angar Gekar.
Oh, he's cleaned him up. Angar Gekar has been bowled by Iqbal. Have lost their 9th wicket in this fashion.
Well set up once again. He'd be showing the short pitch delivery to the left-hander. Angar Gekar comes on strike. He was expecting a shorter one. Arshad Iqbal goes full, goes through the gate. He means business.
In the air, but it'll elude the fielder and go to the boundary. A lot of fielders inside the ring. Huge open spaces available for the left-hander in the semi and in the final. And that's hammered away through the onside. He will get a boundary. And that's it! Pakistan have completed the job. They retain the title. It's a comprehensive performance from Pakistan A. They batted first and piled up a huge score, and then they were relentless when they were defending the score that they set for India. And this is something that they will really cherish them too. And this is how the last wicket fell and got Pakistan A the title.
Pakistan the emerging ACCA Asia Cup. Second team to be able to do that. Emotions, drama, and some new heroes for the next generation.
We are having a look at